So yeah, a very good morning to all my fellow Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, and a very esteemed guests and friends here. And it's my absolute pleasure and honor to welcome you all to our 206th meeting of PTC Toastmaster Club. And I am Toastmaster Anto, and I will be serving us today as your SAA presiding officer and meet overall meeting host of the day. Today we gather with a shared mission like to our Toastmasters mission to provide a support and positive learning experience where members were empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in their greater self-confidence and personal growth. So let us begin this wonderful, beautiful Sunday by bringing our full energy and presence into the meeting. Before that, I need to set some ground rules for quick housekeeping things. Please keep your microphones muted unless you are speaking. Please turn on your video whenever is possible. Your presence energizes this meeting. Please use Zoom reactions and chat to encourage speakers. Most importantly, have fun and participate actively, especially in TT session 2. Okay. So this today's meeting, before we go into the jump into the today's meeting, we have some guests here and some visiting Toastmasters are here. So first I will start from the guest, guest Alkananda, to kindly give some introduction and share us why you are coming here. Alak Guest Alkananda, are you there? Hello. Okay. So I think she is having some connecting issue, I think. So we will come to Alkananda and again in the last. So next we have visiting Toastmaster Bindu. Thanks for supporting me as a Zoom master also. Yeah, ma'am, give me some.
Thank you, Anto. I don't know how many of you know me here. I'm from Dynamic Leaders to Forum Toastmasters Club. I know Niranjan Rishi has been part of our club many times, like a speaker and other PTM and all. So yeah, I could recognize some faces here. I'm into Toastmasters past 4.5 years and into Dynamic Leaders as a president, VP, and even BPPR twice, and then SAA also. I've completed my 3 pathways and going to complete my 4th pathway. So yeah, I was Golden Gavel President and won the Pathway Celebrity thrice and Rockstar thrice, Triple Crown thrice again, and leadership in mentor and communication once for both I have won. So this is my background from Toastmasters. Apart from that, I am a business English trainer who takes online classes for business English and corporates. And I'm also associated with a company called Bridge from Chile, where I get classes. So this is my intro.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Bindu. Moreover, that before, like Bam said, she is not only doing his developing his Toastmaster journey, and he is also constantly supporting our. Not only she, so the many members from Dynamic Leadership. I heard like from the starting of the Puducherry Club, Dynamic Leadership was the key. Played a key role to supporting and bringing the PTC to this stage. So we are very glad to have you in the stage again. And next, we have our visiting Toastmaster like Niranjan Rishi from SRM Antonia Club.
So, hi all, I'm Narendra Shi. So, based on my Toastmaster background, I have been Toastmaster for 9 months now. From April 2025, now it's Feb of 2026. I'm gonna complete my pathway soon, and, I've been the charter treasurer of our club, and I've actually taken up a role in the division as well. So even though my time at Toastmasters has been very short, I make sure that I learn a lot from each and every meeting and attend other club meetings as well, as Toastmaster Bindu said. So over to you. And to
Yeah.
talk about me, uh, I'm a student at SR Missouri and I'm studying AIDS department second year. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Over
Thank
to you.
you, Toastmaster Narendra Rishi. But before that, like I don't know, maybe Narendra Rishi may forgot that we met already before in Avadi Toastmaster Club demo meetings. So I know Narendra Rishi like a wonderful team Moody because I attend multiple sessions as a in Avadi he working as a team Moody. So I literally enjoy that. It's not like an actual team Moody flow. He's do something. He will cook something differently. I know that. But our luck, he chosen as a speaker one today. So next we have our visiting Toastmaster with the same club, Toastmasters Abaris and Ganesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anto. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm Sabarish, and I really don't know how many months I've been in Toastmasters, but I feel like I've been for a long time. I I met Toastmaster Anto at humorous speech contest at IT Ramanujan Park. I was the essay. I was the second essay. So this is the second time I'm meeting him. So I'm glad to meet Toastmaster Anto. And yeah, I'm from Metanoia Club. Me and Rishi are Toastmaster mates, and and like I guess it's kind. I asked him like whether he's my evaluator, but unfortunately today he's also a speaker. So all the best to him. And what is to say, sir? Yes, I'm from EC second year, and today I'm hoping for to deliver a good speech. So that's all from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Anto.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Abaris. That was a nice memory we have in the area contest. So definitely we can meet again. So we can know each other better then. So we have one. Toastmaster Shiva Subramanian from TCS. My previous home club, which I started my Toastmaster journey in TCS Mighty Alpha. So the person is also my one of my leadership mentee. So I want to hear some few words from him. He's a book. He's a content creator and a very well growing Instagram platform. So you may get some insights from him.
Thanks for inviting me, Toastmaster Anto. It's very glad to be here in this wonderful club. Because we have every know the Sunday is our weekend. We will be having the weekend vibes. But unfortunately, this is also my weekend club. Kind of. I will just having here is a lot of speech and just interact with each and every person. Yeah, I'm from Alpha TCS, my three Toastmaster club, and for past 6 months and working in the TCS around lovely years and working in mainstream of AI, cloud, DevOps, lot of streams, healthcare domains. Even though I'm just like fitness trainer and as well as influencer and book. We all know, right? We will love books. I love books and explore a lot of things, books, peoples, and food. So this is the thing. I'm exploring a lot with people's like-minded people's look into you all. Thank you, and for inviting me.
Yeah, and I want to convey thanks to him also because I just now called him to support me as a timer. So can you just Shiva, can you take up timer? Just to one line I speak. He just yes, I will come. Send me the link. So thanks for Toastmaster Shiva for picking in the last minute. So next we have moved to our actual session. So before starting, I need to tell the flow of the meeting today. Like we have three segments like uh, prepare speech and evaluation and table topics. So we have going to move to the first segment of the day. So the paper speech segment. Before we have three speakers. Before we started the speaker one, I invite his evaluator Toastmaster Muthu to read the speaker one objectives.
You forgot G, Anto.
G is myself. I am handling that. So I'm all together.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, tag intro. Sorry. So Toastmaster, kindly wait. I will introduce the tag team. So for today's timer, we have Toastmaster Siva. So I request Toastmaster Siva is to have represent his report. I mean objectives for as a timer. Thanks, ma'am, for inviting me.
Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and wonderful guests. Today I have going to play a timer role. Yes, basically the person who decides whether your speech get like a red carpet treatment. I will show the red signals. No, I'm not showing the red signal. The platform is there. So we usually run the time. I will share the platform. Hope it is visible to you. So this contains table topics for evaluations and speech. So every time for speech evaluation, we have 5 to 7 minutes, green at 5 minutes and yellow at 6 minutes and red at 7 minutes. For evaluation segment, we have 2 to 3 minutes, green at 2 minutes, yellow at 2 minutes 30 seconds and red at 3 minutes. For table topic segment, we have green hat 1 minute, yellow hat 1 minute 30 seconds, red hat 2 minutes. So every time we have 13 minutes of grace period. So don't need to worry. Recollect your thoughts and enjoy the sessions. And I hope I will also enjoy your speeches and thoughts as well. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Anto.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Siva, for briefly explaining that timing slot. So let that screen be while you are noting the time. Just share the screen. Let it be screen sharing, so we can change the view and we can manage it. Now, moving to the next, we can have language evaluator Toastmaster Bindu from Dynamic Leadership Forum. So I request Toastmaster Bindu to provide objectives for arc counter and grammarian.
Grammarian.
Yeah, I said yesterday.
Okay. You want me to take grammarian also?
Yeah. I already informed, so I think you were missed. I think.
Yeah, I know. I didn't see the message. Sorry. One second.
Like language. Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. I'll just take the go down. What's the theme, by the way?
Today we don't have any team since not EMOD. I am the host.
Okay.
So I don't want to pressure anyone, so I taking all the pressure on me.
Okay, understood. No problem. Okay. As an accountant, first let me explain my role here. Accountant, always I say, see, when we are traveling to a trip or a holiday, we are doing a holiday, we are taking a drive in a car, and the roads are very smooth and no, if not even speed breakers, you feel good to drive a long distance. But when the roads are kacha, the roads are not proper, you have bumps here and there, then your car swings and dances everywhere. You don't feel to drive more than some time, no? You get bored or you get frustrated, no? Just, okay, let me stop somewhere and have some tea or something. It's like that. I always link this to my accounter because accounter is also the same thing. When the audience listen to you, what happens is when you always take a or you keep repeating a word, they don't feel to listen to you. They just their thoughts process changes somewhere else to something else. So always it's very important to keep our sentences very crisp. So today, as an accountant, I'll be noting down all the filler words well, so, like, but, okay. All these we usually use whenever we speak. And some repeated words or some beautiful pauses that needs to be taken, or some pauses which actually is not unnecessary pauses which actually interrupts our speech. Those also will be taken care, noted today, and I'll be giving my report when called upon by the general evaluator. And coming to my word of the day, it is intrude. Intrude, to thrust oneself in without invitation, permission, or welcome. To enter a geological intrusion, or means to come to a conclusion without, this is act. Intruder is noun, but when you say intrude, it becomes a verb. And example will be, to thrust or force in or upon someone or something, especially without permission, intruding himself into something. So if I say a dialogue, the plane intruded into their airspace, or he didn't want to intrude upon their conversation. Anybody wants to use this? The word is intrude.
Can you kindly share it on the chat box on there so they can use it?
I'll do that. Definitely. I'll do that. Thank you, and over to you, general evaluator, and I'll be back with my report when called upon by the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bindu. So we have completed a tag team introduction. So with that, the last while ending the meeting, I will be back. I will calling the tag team back once again for the evaluation report. So with that we can move to the straightly move to the prepared session, that first segment of the day. So let me call for the first speaker. Before that, I will call upon his evaluator Toastmaster Muddu to present his the speaker one objectives. Toastmaster Muthu, are you there?
Yes, I am. 1 minute. I hope I am audible and visible.
Let me check. Yeah, you are visible.
So, my target speaker, Toastmaster Niranjan, is doing his level 4 project 2 in the motivational strategies pathway. His project name is Motivate Other. Let me read out his project objectives. The purpose of the project for the member to practice the skills needed to motivate team members through the completion of a project. The purpose of the speech for the member to share some aspect of their experience motivating team members through the completion of a project. Timer, please note down, timing is 5 to 7 minutes. The speech title is No Wins Alone. No Wins Alone, Toastmaster Niranjan Rishi. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Muthu, for reading his objectives. So we can have our speaker, Toastmaster Niranjan Rishi. 1 minute, let me take his title along. Yeah. Toastmaster Niranjan Rishi, No Wins Alone. No Wins Alone, Toastmaster Niranjan Rishi.
Before I start, am I audible and visible? Okay.
Let me make you spotlight 1 minute.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's stop the thing and make sure that I'm audible and visible.
Yeah, for me, it's visible and audible.
Okay. Okay, now start here. Without the gender vector, without the tag team, the gender vector is nothing. Without the other XCOM members, the present is nothing. My fellow winners, my fellow Toastmasters, we lose alone or we win together. Before you all start wondering, what am I speaking? Let me tell you a quick story. There's a boy named Niranjan. He was in a village. Imagine this, a village full with paddy green fields, ponds wherever you look. He was enjoying with his friends on a pond one day. He asked his friends, haven't we been enjoying a lot lately? When will this end? Niranjan, being a very curious and enthusiastic person, he got a reply from a few of his friends that enjoy while it lasts. And his true friends told him that at one point of time, we won't be together. Niranjan, at that time, at that young age, did not understand what his friends were saying. But life has will always show the harsh truths in the harshest of ways. So, due to family pressures and family fights, they had to move to Chennai. His mother told him one day, "Son, we have a lot of things in, from our village. So, really, if we study hard, we can actually become the person you once admired." Niranjan, being a very curious and person who always takes up challenges, he said, "Yes, I will do it." After his 10th, after his 12th, got very good marks. And comes to college, he always also a topper. He studied everything. He had beautiful knowledge. He could communicate whatever he wanted. He was still curious. He was still excited. But whatever chance came, whatever opportunity came. Now, after so many years, he was now in L&T company. He got placed there, and now he is a team manager. So, being a team manager, he had a team under him. But there was a problem with this team. They were working on and off. Sometimes they were good, sometimes they were bad. To find out the problem, you have to look at the core of the problem, right? Can you guess what was the problem? Any guesses? Okay. So, Niranjan, he expected a lot from his teammates. He wanted them to work very hard, to work overnight, to work over the time limit of 8 hours. And so his teammates were unhappy, they were annoyed to work too much. So he wanted to use a motivation strategy that could help them do at their best. Now, finding a solution is not easy in a corporate company. But Niranjan, being enthusiastic and always a problem solver, he found a solution. His teammates once told him that, Niranjan, we are working too much, and since we are working too much, we do not we're not we're not having our best time off company times. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I think I have a solution. Niranjan, being a village guy who loves the remote area, told him, "Can we go to a village at remote area now, just one for a week?" They're like, "No, that's not the best choice, but can we go to a place like Andaman Islands?" Well, Niranjan, being he loves traveling, he loves exploring new places. So he said, "Yes, we'll go there." And so their journey to Andaman Islands started. While his friends were exploring and having fun of their life, Niranjan was doing side quests for his company. Now, Niranjan is not much of a enjoy himself, but he does both his side quest and his enjoying part. Because when you do a side quest, main quest feels easier, right? So after coming back to the company, suddenly his team started performing better. And how is that possible? His manager asked him. When you find the core of the problem, my fellow Toastmasters, the solution is already half written. You are all heard this one statement. Write down the problem. The solution is already half written, right? Likewise, to find the core of the problem, that is, give them some time to chill, relax, and just give them mind to relax. The core of they will start to appreciate the timings because the team bonding and the trust they put on the team manager is really important. The manager is really happy. The team was performing better. They were at 100%, and the projects were finished at when it's required. Now you may think he just went to a trip to Andaman Islands. So what kind of solution is this? My fellow Toastmasters, it's not about the journey. It's about what you bring to the table, what they want. Find out what they want. The emotional connect that will help you in your journey while leading a team. Over to you, Toastmaster Anto.
Thank you, Toastmaster Niranjan. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Niranjan Rishi. It's so nice to hear your speech here in PTC Toastmaster Club. So for evaluation session, we can come to the segment again. So we can go with our next speaker, Toastmaster Sabarish Ganesh from SRM, same SRM Antonia Ishuri Club. So before that, I will invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Arul Jodi, to provide the updates for the targeted speaker.
Hi, Anto. So, could you please share the evaluation form so that
I'm
I will note down
sharing. Sorry for the
and
late.
speech purpose?
Let me. I'm taking it. I have shared it with you on WhatsApp.
Okay. Thanks for sharing. And today, my target speaker, Toastmaster Sabarish, going to deliver a speech from Pathway Visionary Communication, Level 1. And his speech objectives the purpose of this project to practice and applying feedbacks as serves as a speech evaluator during a club meeting and The another purpose is to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. And all the best to my talker speaker. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster and.
Yeah. So thank you, Toastmaster Arujri, for reading out the objectives of the target speaker two. And we can go to the speaker segment. Like, yeah. Toastmaster summaries. The moment I realized, Toastmaster summaries.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the day and evaluator. First, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So, one second. The moment I realized that a camera doesn't just take pictures, it preserves emotions and protects memories from time. Maybe that was my moment. That was the moment my perspective on life changed forever. So, good morning, everyone. Today, I want to share a story titled The Moment I Realized. We often think life-changing moments are dramatic. For example, in a competition, facing a failure, receiving unexpected news. But sometimes the most powerful realizations come quietly, in the simplest of situations. For me, that moment began with a small button phone. Yes, not a DSLR, not a smartphone, not even a proper digital camera. It was just a basic button phone with a tiny lens and even tinier storage. The quality was poor, the images were grainy. Sometimes the screen would freeze. Sometimes the battery would die right when I want to capture something which is too beautiful or which I want to really capture at that moment. But that small device gave me something priceless, which is curiosity, peace, and happiness. I started clicking on everything: the sky before rain, my friends during lunch break, the shadow of a tree on the road, my family sitting together during festivals. At that time, I didn't know anything about angles or composition. I didn't know what lightning meant. I didn't know the difference between portrait and landscape mode. I was just pressing a button, but slowly something started changing. One day, I was scrolling through those old pictures. Most of them were technically bad. Some were blurry, some were poorly framed, and some were almost useless. But when I saw a random photo of my family laughing during a power cut, something happened. I didn't see pixels. I felt the moment. I could hear the laughter again and again. I could remember the jokes. I could remember the candlelight. And that was the first time I realized a photo is not just about clarity, it's about a memory. Later, I got a small old digital camera. It felt like a huge upgrade at that time. It had zoom, it had flash, a proper shutter sound that made me professional. Holding that camera felt too much different. Too much different. I felt like some kind of a Hollywood director, some kind of a Hollywood director of photography. I felt like that. I wasn't random clicking anymore. I started observing before clicking. I began noticing details. How the sunlight in the evening creates golden tones, how early in the morning light feels soft and calm, and how expressions change in a fraction of a second. I started waiting for the right moment instead of forcing one. And that's when photography slowly stopped being fun time and started being something deeper. Then came smartphones. Better sensors, better clarity, portrait mode, slow motion, editing apps, filters. Technology isn't it? Now I could experiment more. I could experiment more. I tried taking cinematic shots. I I tried slow motion while walking videos. I tried recreating scenes inspired by films. Films had a huge impact on me. Whenever I watch movies, I didn't just want the story. I watched the frames. The way a director uses lightning to show sadness. The way a close-up shot captures pain without dialogue. The way a wide shot shows loneliness. I would pause scenes and think, how do they make this look so powerful? How does a simple expression feel so intense on screen? Does making a movie expensive or cheaper? If it's expensive, means what are all the technologies I can use? If it's cheaper, it means with technology I have, how they make the film more better. I started understanding that photography and videography are not just technical skills; they are emotional tools. A good frame can speak louder than words. Of course, my journey wasn't perfect. Some photos were overexposed, some were underexposed, some videos were shaky, and some edits looked unnatural. And many of my works were never posted. In today's world, we often measure value through social media, likes, comments, and shares. But one day, I realized something important. Not every moment needs an audience. Some pictures are not for Instagram, some videos are not for YouTube, and some memories are meant only for you. I have photos that no one has seen. A random sunset after a tough day, a quiet road during an evening walk, a candid picture of my parents smiling when they didn't know I was clicking. Those pictures may not get likes, but they give me peace. And that's when the realization becomes stronger. Photography is not about attention, it's about preservation. That never stops. Friends move away, family grows older, places change, we change. But when you open an old photo, something magical happens. You travel back. You remember how you felt. You remember what you were thinking. You remember who you were at that moment. A photograph freezes times, but more than that, it freezes emotion. Today, I'm working towards getting a DSLR camera. Not because it's cool, expensive, not because it makes me too professional, but because I want to grow as a photographer. I want to understand manual settings. I want to control shutter speed and freeze motion intentionally. I want to play with aperture and depth of field. I want to capture stories with more precision. And here's the truth. Even if I get the best camera in the world, the most important lens will be always my perspective. Because photography changed how I see life. Now, when I walk on a street, I just don't see traffic. I see patterns, reflections, and contrast between light and shadows. So, a small click. When I see a person smiling, I don't just see a smile. I see a story. I wonder what made them smile. I think about the moment behind the expression. Photography taught me patience, waiting for the right expression, waiting for the right lightning, and waiting for the right timing. It taught me observation, noticing small things others ignore. It taught me gratitude, appreciating simple everyday moments. And most importantly, it taught me that imperfection is beautiful. Some photos are blurred, but they show movement. Some are shaky, but they show raw emotion. Some memories are messy, but they are real. Life is not perfectly framed. Life is not always in focus. Life doesn't always have good lighting, but it's worth capturing. When I look at my very first button phone pictures today, I don't feel embarrassed. I feel proud. Because that small lens started a big journey. That's the moment I truly realized that photography is not about becoming famous. It's not about equipment. It's not about trends. It's about simple connection. Connection with people, connection to time, and connection with emotions. And one day, years from now, when I open my gallery and see thousands of moments I captured, I won't remember a camera model. I will remember the feelings because cameras don't create memories. We create them. The the camera just help us hold on to them a little longer. Isn't it obvious that today we have greater technologies compared to our previous era? But since I'm working on sustainable and renewable energy because I'm an EC student, I feel that one technology which doesn't disturb nature's humans, which doesn't give stress or anything, is a camera. So thank you. And before ending, I just want to give a small quote about myself. Sometimes when I look at an old photograph, memories intrude into my present, reminding me of who I was. Thank you. Back to TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sabarish. It was one nice speech only. So we can move to the next speaker. We can have, before going to the next speaker, we can have his evaluator, Toastmaster Dr. Hari Prabha from Puducherry Toastmaster Club. I invite Hari Prabha to present her objectives of the targeted speaker.
My target speaker is Toastmaster Muthu. Today, he is going to present his Level 3 Project 2 and his title is to connect with storytelling. The purpose of this speech is for the member to practice using a story within the speech or giving a speech that is a story. His speech title is Knock, Knock, Knock. His speech title is Knock, Knock, Knock. And timer, please note, his time will be from 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Timer, please
Thank you,
wait.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dr. Haribaba, for sharing the update of Toastmaster Muthu. So, Muthu, are you ready? We can go with.
Yes, I just want to confirm I'm audible and visible.
Yeah, then I will. Let me check. Yeah, you are audible and visible. I will start. Toastmaster Muthu, knock, 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 knock. Toastmaster Muthu.
Thomas Edison once told, I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways it won't work. With that very good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Now, I want you to think about a situation where you try and you fail once. You again try and you fail again. Now, at what point would you stop trying? Would you give up trying? Is it at the third attempt or fifth attempt or 10th or 100th? Now, today, I want to tell you a story about a person who just kept on knocking until he succeed. Today, he will tell you why the success don't belong to the most successful person. It belongs only to the person who knocks one more time. Now, let me tell you a story about a young chiropractor, fresh out of medical school, who wants to set up a clinic at the Bay Area of California. His name was Dr. Ignatius Piazza. He just wanted to set up his clinic at the small town in California. So he went to the professional organization out there for advice. They advised him that we have too many doctors already here. You just better go somewhere and set up your clinic. Now, what most people do at the time, at the situation, they would prefer relocating to some places and would set up their clinic somewhere else. But this guy did something strange. What he did, the next morning, he would go from door to door and he would knock, knock, knock. When someone comes up and he would introduce himself, hi, I'm Dr. Ignatius Piazza. I'm the new doctor in the city. Now, I would like to set up my clinic. If they continue to speak, and he would ask questions like where I can set up my clinic, at what time I can keep my clinic open in the morning or in the evening, what newspaper should I advertise, and he just asked questions like that. And if they answered all these questions, in the end, he would ask one final question. If I open my clinic, would you like to come in? And if they said yes, he would make a note of their contact, and he would move on to the next door. And he did it for the next 6 months, from early morning to the evening, from the sun rises to the sun sets. And he did this relentlessly for the next 6 months. At the end of the 6 months, he had knocked on 12,500 doors, and he had spoken to 6,500 people. There are a lot of nobody houses. There are a lot of no's. And even one day he was cornered by a food bill for a whole evening, but he never stopped knocking. And most importantly, there are a lot of yeses too. Now, after 6 months, when he opened his clinic, there are more than 35,000 people visited his clinic. In his first month alone, he made more than $75,000 revenue. For a $75,000 revenue for a city that doesn't need any more chiropractors. Can you imagine that? Eventually, he become a millionaire in a city that doesn't need any more chiropractors. Now, what we can learn from this story is when people say no, when people say no to you, no to your idea, no to your request, no to your fundraising idea, whatever, no to your project, you just don't quit. You say next. And someone say no, say next, because there are 7 billion people on this planet. When someone say no means someone is waiting for you to say yes. Whenever say someone says no to you, remember this: SW, 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 SW. Now what this means? Someone will, someone won't. So what? Someone is waiting for you to say yes, because people people say no to you because they doesn't mean personal, because they have other priorities. So you just say thank you to their response and you move on to the other person who might be interested in your idea, your project, or whatever. Now this history is filled with full of rejections. So people who rejection and take it there as the feedback become the successful people in the history. Now I would like to quote a few from the history who rejected rejection and went on to become a success. For example, take Oprah Winfrey was rejected from her first television job. They said you were unfit, but she never took that advice. But she kept on trying, and eventually today, now she's a media mogul. You know, Steven Spielberg, who was rejected 3 times from the USC Film School. You know who is he now? And Michael Jordan, those famous basketball player, was rejected from his high school basketball team because he was no good. Today, he is among the best in the world. Now, if you want to be successful in your life, all you have to do is ask for what you want, reject rejection, and persist until you succeed. With that, I would like to end my speech with a quote from Winston Churchill. He said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. The courage to continue that counts." So the courage to continue is very important. Reject rejection, persist until you succeed, and eventually you will become a big success. With that, back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Muthu. It was a wonderful speech. After a long time, I am heard from you in PTC. So, with this, the first segment of our today's meeting, the first speech segment came to end, and we can now move on to the next segment, which is table topic segment. So, for that, we have our energetic member, budding leader, and current PTC Toastmaster treasurer. We have Toastmaster Arunjodi to take the stage now. Toastmaster Arunjodi, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Anto, for a wonderful introduction about me. And today I'm not feel well and my voice a little bit low. Please consider that. Okay, now we move on to the table topic session. Okay. First, I would like to call any volunteers, please. Anyone raise the hand?
Yes, myself, Tina here.
Hi, ma'am. And
Hi.
question for you. Describe your perfect weekend. Describe your perfect weekend.
Perfect
Weekend.
weekend. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I had an instant one day where I had a chance to give an on-spot topic from my table topic master, requesting why you have been running here and there for all the Toastmaster meeting, even though if it is Saturday and Sunday. That was the question. And I responded back like, it's more important where we belong, since, all members speak about this is a non-volunteer organization, and, it is very, very important, a key responsible for a person to take that very seriousness. And moreover, it's not about where we run and, which club we give the face value, or more importantly, more important factor is when there was a need from other club requesting for a role player. For example, we do have Shiva Subramaniam as a timer. We have Toastmaster Bindu as a language evaluator. We have 2 speakers outside of our club. When it has been highly required from a club, the members raise their hand, come in, volunteer themselves, and give us support to each other. So that is the main highlight, what I also highlighted in the same table topic session as an answer. And I told them there was a necessity from a new club requesting for a grammarian role. And also there was a club, they were requesting for a education speaker role on a Sunday evening. So I believe it was not about one Saturday or Sunday. If it's not about one weekend, we all are Toastmasters, and we need to, just not creating a face value of just logging in, showing off our faces and creating posters here and there. People might, also do that. They do have a personal story of, obviously, I do also post some Instagram, LinkedIn and everything. But it's more important how serious you are of one particular value, what you wanted to give back to this fraternity as a non-volunteer organization member. So I really wanted to give a heartfelt thanks to those members who have been available for Puducherry Toastmasters Club today morning for the same seriousness. Kudos to each and everyone, and happy weekend. Over to Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tina, for sharing your experience and beautifully explained your perspective and value of Toastmasters. And next volunteer, please. Okay. Hi, Niranjan. And question for you. Tea or coffee? Which represents your personality and why? Repeating again. Tea or coffee? Which represents your personality and why?
Thank you, Toastmaster Saraswati, for the topic. Okay. Both tea and coffee are taken as a drink in India. Both of them have different qualities, and they're different kind of, each and everyone prefers their own choices. So as a tea lover for a long time, I always think that tea makes me more tea makes me more active, and it removes all the sleep that I have in my brain. And if you go to my personality wise, coffee contains caffeine. Caffeine makes sure that you don't sleep and you become more active. So technically, if I have to be active, I have to drink coffee, right? But anyone there who drinks coffee after you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do, if you are one of that person, then that does not make any difference, because even if you drink tea, it's the same thing. But tea does not contain caffeine. Tea is from tea leaves, coffee is from coffee beans. Both have their own quality, as I said. So, for my perspective, I'll say I go for tea because I love tea, and I don't say I don't like coffee, because whenever I drink coffee, I feel it's a different taste. I don't like the taste, but it's still a wonderful drink. And instead of drinking soft drinks like Coke and Sprite, I think tea is much preferred, because you can drink at home, drink wherever you go. It's just easier to drink, and it brings people together as well. Because whenever you have people who love tea, and you can just come together and form a group of friends, just talking about the life perspectives. Like, how many of you do that here? Like, you just go in the morning, go to your friend's house or somewhere in Ram's Naranagar, go there and have tea. That's a simple thing. It brings along the people. So it doesn't matter if it's tea or coffee. So over to you.
Thank you so much, Niranjan, for participating in table topic session, and you shared a valuable insight and your personal experiences as well. Thank you so much. Next volunteer, please.
I'll go to Toastmaster Hari Prabha.
Hi, Hari. And your topic is imagine life without mobile phones. Imagine life without mobile phones.
Thanks for the topic, Arul Jodi. Imagining life without mobile phone is wonderful. Because when nowadays I am detaching myself from all the screen time, whatever it may be, not only mobile phone, from the laptop, from the table, tablets, everything. Like because it clears my thoughts. I feel like we are always controlled by the mobile phones. Just imagine any person cannot stay focused for more than 5 minutes. That happen because of the mobile phone, especially the reels. 5 years back, when I want to read, I will never touch the mobile phone. I'll just go on reading. But now my attention span has drastically decreased. And that is the reason why I want to live a life without the mobile phone, probably without any screen time, with the friends, laughing together and enjoying the moments we had instead of capturing the moment, and just celebrating each and every day. When I was studying in the UG, I know, even though there was only WhatsApp was not there at that time, but we had mobile phone. But we used to call, and we never text or do video calls. All my friends used to come to my room, and we like to spend time each other. But because of the mobile phone, everything becomes just single tap, but with the long connection lost. Over to you, Toastmaster Arjun.
Thank you, Hari, for your heartful, what I say, you truly explained what happening because of mobile phone addiction. Yeah, physical connection is much important. We need to enjoy the presence of connecting people, not virtually, physically. Thank you for that. Next, I would like to call Stephen sir.
And
Yes, I'm ready.
1 minute, sir. Arutati, Niranjan Rishi also raised hand. Before after Stephen, you can go with him also.
Niranjan finished, Anto.
I'm finished, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yes.
Okay, Stephen sir, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Question for you. If your phone could talk, what secret would it reveal? If your phone could talk, what secrets could it reveal? We want to know the secret. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. The topic is very, very creative. I did not, I never thought anything like that, but okay, I'll personify my phone. Now, if my phone was talking to me, it would complain that I speak a lot over the phone, especially in a crowded place when I'm not surrounded by noise, or when I am supposed to be in a silent place where I could communicate properly. So I am always trapped, the phone says. So I'm always trapped that you speak a lot when you are not able to listen carefully to what people are saying. You don't have that kind of pause. You speak for a very long time, continuously, you keep on speaking. And the listener on the other side, you are not worried about whether the person is understanding or not, though you try to explain it in many words and phrases, but you are not at all bothered about things. And the other most important thing is my phone would say is this: there are many times where you are not using me properly. I am just lazying around and I am not used to my potential. As your phone, I can do so many things, but you are not using it to the maximum time or to get good benefits out of it. Maybe you are busy with some other things, but still then, since you have got not one but two phones, you are not using me properly. That is what my phone would say. Back to you. Thank you very much, Adil Jodi.
Thank you, Stephen sir. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Muthu. Are you ready, Muthu?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay. Question for you. If
Yes.
laziness were a Olympic sport, could you win?
Can you repeat?
If, once again, if laziness were a
Yes.
Olympic sport, could you win?
Olympic sport.
Yes.
Definitely, I would win because my family they call me as the most laziest person. Because in my school days, I used to sleep in the holidays for 12, sometimes 2 in the morning. I'm very sorry.
He went on mute, I believe.
Very, very, I'm very sorry. I'm just ending the speech.
Hi, Muthu, you are in mute.
Yeah, am I audible now? Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, definitely. I told you that some disturbance are there. I'm just ending my speech. No, please kindly excuse me.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Muthu, for participating. Any volunteers, please? Next volunteer. Okay, I would like to call Toastmaster Bindu. Bindu, are you good to take a topic?
Yeah, please.
Okay. A question for you.
Yeah.
You were the Prime Minister for one day. What could you change? If you were the Prime Minister for one day, what could you change?
Thank you for the table topic master. Actually, truly speaking, in one day, if you ask me, it's not a Mudalvan movie. We cannot change anything actually, but we can plan to change. But planning comes into action. That is a different story. That action has to be slowly inside everybody, and it will take time. Every good thing takes time, according to me. So the same thing as I'll just I would like to tell you a small story. See, what happens is when we do it in one day, anything will not last for many more movement. Like if I can say, like when a caterpillar is struggling inside a womb, and a boy notices it, but he feels that the caterpillar is struggling when it is about to become a butterfly, it is struggling to come out. So what does the boy do? The boy wants pitying on that butterfly, the upcoming butterfly. He just takes off the lava. The butterfly just flies off. Does it fly? It cannot fly because it doesn't have so much of strength in the wings to fly more. So after a while, it actually dies. It cannot do anything, so it dies. So the process, what has to be taken, the time which has to be taken, that has to be taken. In one day, we cannot change anything. So same as the butterfly and the caterpillar story, where I can apply to this. I wanted to change many things: the traffic, the pollution, the the garbage dumps, the each and every person, single person from everybody has to change. Single individual has to change. Then only the country will change. It doesn't depend upon one prime minister. We cannot blame only the prime minister or a president who is taking care of our country. This is my perspective. Thank you for the topic. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Bindu, for sharing your perspective very clearly. And any lost volunteer, please? Okay, I would like to pick up the name. I would like to call Toastmaster Sabrish. Toastmaster Sabrish, are you
Yes,
ready?
yes, I'm
Okay.
ready.
Okay, question for you. You wake up invisible for one day. You wake up invisible for one day. What happens?
Waking up invisible for one day. Okay, thank you, Table Topics Master, for that wonderful topic. But first, I guess it would be the greatest wish I've ever done because at least for one day, I don't want to visit someone who really talks negative things about me or someone who always tries to, when I do something like in a every day, we do some things and there'll be some kind of people, like 5% of people who will just try to pull you back. So if I get that wish, what you said, I would just go to my terrace because during lockdown days, 9th and 10th, most of the time I'll spend on my terrace because there'll be some beautiful clouds, some um kind of aurora clouds like there. I'll see those lightnings, and I live near airport, so every 5 to 10 minutes I'll see many planes. Like I'll see a fighter jet, I'll see some commercial planes, some Boeing 747, anything. I would just sit there invisibly and for one day without eating anything, without drinking anything. I would just sit and I would be calm and peace. I wouldn't think about anything and no one will see me. So perhaps I can do anything I want at that time. And the simplest thing I could do is I can just sit up in a chair where even like if I'm invisible, then the chair will also be invisible in sitting. So I'll be just sitting there and I'll just stare at the scenario and that would be the most happiest day in my life. So yeah, so that's my answer. Thank you, Table Topics Master. Over to you.
Very interesting, Toastmaster Sabrish. Thank you so much. With that, I would like to hand over the stage to Team Mori Toastmaster Anto. Back to you, Anto.
Thank you, Table Topic Master Toastmaster Adhuti, for running the table topic segment so without any lagging. So with this, we have come to our second segment of the day to end. That is table topic segment is closed now. So with this we can move to the third segment. We can have the evaluation segment. So for that, as a general evaluator, I'm inviting the first evaluator for today's part speaker one, Toastmaster Muthu, to give the evaluation on target speaker Toastmaster Niranjan Rishi. Toastmaster Muthu, the
Thank
stage is
you,
yours.
Toastmaster Anto. I hope I'm audible and visible.
Yes,
First of all,
yes.
let me congratulate Toastmaster Niranjan Rishi for completing his level 4 project 2 in the motivational strategies pathway. Let's give him a big round of applause. First to Toastmaster Niranjan Rishi. Now coming to the speech evaluation. So I really enjoyed his speech. So the theme of the speech is very good. It's about the team leadership. So one thing I noticed is speech. Throughout his speech, a student delivered. That's a very good approach to deliver this speech. And he beautifully, he had a beautiful opening relating to the Toastmasters. And then he slowly moved to the body of the speech with the Kuti story. That's a very interesting move. And then the story also very interesting one. From the paddy field to the team leader. So that is also a very interesting one. So throughout his speech, he had a very steady flow of speech, and his voice is clear throughout the speech. And now coming to the suggestions, so I would like to have some suggestion to his speech. He could have add some vocal variety to his speech, and seems like sometimes he's moving away from the camera. That could have been avoided. And then you could have add some more energy to his speech, and could have some you add some vocal variety that could have made his speech even better, and a conclusion would have been even better, so that could have made his speech even better one. Overall, his speech is really good. I hope you will incorporate this suggestions in upcoming speech. With this, back to you, General Evaluator of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Muthu, for your brief, well-detailed evaluation on for target speaker Toastmaster Niranjan Rishi. So we can have our second evaluator, that is Toastmaster Arul Jodi, to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Sabarish. Toastmaster Arul Jodi.
Yeah. First of all, congratulations to my Docker speaker, Toastmaster Sabarish Ganesh. The content was well structured and you have conveyed the message beautifully as a photographer, and it described all the feelings. And I like the one quote very much: good frame can speak louder than words. Awesome. And the photography is not about attention, it's perseveration. A photo is emotion. Yeah, I liked it very much. Your speech was very interactive, and audience was able to connect with your speech. And all the best for your upcoming speeches. And my recommendations are: if you deliver the speech in standing pose, it could be better. And use a virtual stage and make a good eye contact. And that's all. So overall, your speech was great. And use a virtual stage. And while giving speech, please give in standing pose. That's it. And all the best to your upcoming speeches. Thank you.
And thank you, Toastmaster Arul Jodi, for your evaluation. So we can have the last speech evaluator is Toastmaster Dr. Hari Prabha to evaluate the target speaker of Toastmaster Muthu.
Okay. My target speaker is Toastmaster Muthu, and I really liked the way he told the story, and he opened clearly with strong opening and strong closing quotes, and it was an effective storytelling, and it was very relevant to the purpose of the speech. And he engaged the audience also by asking so many questions, and it was an interesting flow of the story. my suggestion for improvement areas of improvement are he might have used hand gestures and a few intentional pauses whenever needed. And I felt like a repetitive usage of the word no. And his voice modulation was little flat. If he has used the vocal variety, it would have been a great speech. And I felt some technical glitch in between the speech. Overall, the speech was very meaningful, well structured, and aligned with the storytelling objective of the project. The speaker all demonstrated a good connection with the audience. With proper strong usage of hand gestures and vocal variety and effective pauses, I think his speech might have been a more powerful and more engaging. Over to you, General Evaluator of the Day.
Sorry, I was talking mute. Thank you to Toastmaster Haripapa for your evaluation. With this, we are wrapping the speech evaluation segment. We are moving to the tag team report. So I request timer Toastmaster Siva from TCS Mathi Alpha Club to present his report, timing report.
There is only one disqualification happened. The rest all of the time have taken as per the time limits, and I will share the.
Hello. Hello.
Anto, are you on mute?
No. Am I audible?
Yeah, now, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I had some stuck issue with the Toastmaster Siva video, so I interrupt. Siva, are you there? Okay, he said.
Done
Yes,
with
for speaker sessions, we have Toastmaster Sabarish have taken around 8 minutes, and Toastmaster Niranjan have taken 7 minutes 30 seconds, and Toastmaster Muthu have taken and 3 minutes, 5 minutes 30 seconds. And for table topic section, everyone have taken qualified the time zone. For evaluation time zone, there is no any disqualification. I will share the end of the meeting. Yeah. Thank you. Over to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Siva, for your timing report, and we can move to the language evaluator, Toastmaster Bindu from Dynamic Leadership Forum.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster. Coming to my R-counter report first, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Anto, as the Toastmaster of the Day, used 3 R's and 2 Ums and 4 So's. And as a GE, again 2 Ums. And Speaker 1, Toastmaster Niranjan, actually used only 2 R's. He had repetitions like we do not. And there were a lot of pauses. He took his speech actually in a very slow pace. If you see, he paused in between each sentence that he took. So this has to be noted for everybody, whoever is in the Toastmaster, to avoid clutch words. So this is a very important point here. And Shabri, he used only 1 R and 1 repeated it in between. That's it. And Toastmaster Muthu had repetitions like when people basket, end my, and something like this. And again, as evaluated those timers, Shiva Subramaniam had 2 R's and 2 Ums. Evaluated Toastmaster Muthu had 4 R's, 2 Ums, and 1 So. And Arul Jyoti as evaluator, she had 2 R's and 3 Ands. Haripriya had 5 plus R's and 4 Ands. Toastmaster, table topic master Toastmaster Arul Jyoti, she had 2 R's and 1 in between. Toastmaster Tina as a TT speaker 1 had 1 and 1 Toastmaster Niranjan had 2 R's and 3 Ands. Toastmaster Hariprabha had 5 plus R's, 2 Ums, 1 like and 2 Ands. And Toastmaster Stephen, let us give a round of applause. He never had any filler words in between his speech. So let us all give a round of applause. And Toastmaster Muthu had 2 Ums. Toastmaster Bindu, myself had, when I began, I had 1. After that, I couldn't notice that, sorry. And Toastmaster Sabrish had 4 R's, 4 Ums, and 2 likes in between and 1 I repetition. And I would like to tell you a tip here. Usually what happens is, since we are not a native English speakers, we are all non-native English speakers. So what happens is our native language takes over our English. So what happens is, whenever we usually end all the words with usually R takes a gap, but when you say takes a letter, word before, like because and from, we stress on that last letter which is there. The describe something like this, where our slangs come into this. So that can be avoided by practice. And coming to grammarian report here, nobody used the word of the day, but I have beautiful words which were captured today. And some phrases that I captured, like capture, portrait, landscape, technically bad, cinematic. Photo is not about clarity but memories was a beautiful phrase that we had today. Overexposed, unexposed, candid pictures, manual setting, shatter, speed, aperture, precision, contrast of lights, sustainable and non-renewable, dramatic, perspective, persistence, caffeine, personified, trapped. I could just note down some because I was on both the roles. I couldn't do this. I have some not so good usages that can be used better. Should I advertise? Like, since you're talking about past, you can say it as should I advertise, because you're going to plan something which has to be done. And sun rises to sun sets. It is not sun rises to sunsets, it's sunrise to sunset. You no need to use a plural there, because it's one action that is happening. And to connection the connection is lost. We cannot miss that is in between. If we miss, the sentence is not very clear there. So this is what I could note as a grammarian and accountant. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bindu, for providing the detailed language report. So now I need to provide as an overall report as a general evaluator and a host. So first of all, today's meeting, I think it was when we started little bit late, but compared to previous meeting, it was very less, few minutes only. So I think we are improving on the timings also. So, but I feel like I have one request to PTC Toastmaster Club members as a president and past VP. So kindly to come some. I know you guys are blocked with your personal stuffs and works. I can understand that, but even though, just try to take some roles when the club is needed for upcoming meetings. So this is I request to VP to taking care. And without this, we can have a very good meeting today. So we have a lot of visiting Toastmasters, lot of speeches, and we have gained more support from outside the club also. So hope we can continue doing the best. So with this, we can come to the end of the evaluation report. So I will share the voting form here. Please do the voting for the best role players of today's meeting. The form was shared in the Zoom chat today. So we can go to the closing PO. Like as a presiding officer, before I join the meeting, I will like to call upon the guest, those who are and visiting Toastmasters, those who joined today for the valuable feedback. I see there is no guest today. We have visiting Toastmaster Bindu and Sabarish and Shiva Subramanian is there. Toastmaster Bindu?
Yeah, Toastmaster Anto.
Yeah, can you
Yeah,
share
this is
some?
actually home club, like one of my club friend, which is a friend, like I keep coming in, as I say always. Yeah, from the chartering days, I have been here into this because I'm from Dynamic Leaders, and yeah, since DTM Ashwati introduced this club to me to take over some speeches and give my speeches and take up some roles and improve myself, I have been here. So happy to support this club always. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Bindu, for nice feedback, and we can move to Toastmaster Sabarish. Toastmaster Sabarish? Hello. Okay, I hope he is not connected to audio, I think. So, Toastmaster Shiva, can you share your feedback?
Thanks, Anto, for inviting me. I really enjoyed the meeting, and really able to listen to all the evaluation, speakers, and table topics views. It's a really great session. The meeting is organized on time, and eventually I can able to recollect all the thoughts which connect my in my personal life. It's really wonderful session. I really enjoyed. I hope to uh, attend more sessions in your club. Thanks for inviting me, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Shiva Subramanian. So, still we am waiting for the results of the form. I request those who are not voted at the voting form, please vote now. So, and while PO announcement, we have so I have few announcement to have for our club members and guests also. We have planned our international speech contest and table topics contest for Puducherry Toastmasters Club on coming March 1st, 2026 at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So 1 p.m. and it may. So I request all our club members to to participate either as a contestant or a role plays. Your participation is very all very welcome in a positive manner. So I request visiting Toastmasters also take some roles as a contest master, some other roles also. So do support us. So this is an announcement from as a president we can have for upcoming meetings. So and we are good to join the meeting today now. So before adjourning, I will let me check the results and go with the result announcement. Yeah. So I'm with the result now. So the best TT speakers goes to Toastmaster Tina Pasasarthi for tabletop speaker. Kudos to you, Tina. And best evaluators goes to Toastmaster Arul Jodi. Kudos to you, Arul Jodi. And best speaker is it's a tie between two people, like one from Toastmaster Muthu and one Toastmaster Sabaris from Metonia SRM Ishwari Toastmaster Club. So kudos to you both. It's a nice speech to you we had. And Naranjan, you also doing good only, so don't need to disappoint. The best tag team goes to our language, our Toastmaster Bindu from Dynamic Leadership. Kudos to you, ma'am. And best role plays none other than me, myself, I am Toastmaster Anto. Thanks for voting. So after a long time, I'm getting my role plays. So with these results, we have I'm officially adjoining this the 200 system meeting of Puducherry Toastmaster Club. Before leaving, just came in the video, just we can have a group picture. Let me. I request all Tina ma'am and Sabaris, please.
I could not join, Anto. Please go ahead.
Okay, Sabaris.
Sir, I have a very bad network. If I turn on the video, like your video is getting stuck.
Okay, so let me go with the cheese. I will 1 minute. I'm making the setting. Cheese. Yes. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you, Chief for coming up to this meeting. Thank you, Sabris. Thank you, Tina ma'am. So
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
yes, sir.